After securing our permits, many discussions and training hikes later, we were ready to begin our Mount Whitney adventure. This is the story of our first attempt to summit Mount Whitney. The night before our hike, I arrived in Lone Pine, California to camp at Alabama Hills.
Continue on Whitney Portal Road for 3 miles.
It was here where I met my friend Alejandro, who had joined me on the hike. There it is, Mount Whitney. Okay, so I packed early in the week and double checked that I had everything. And as I was walking out the door for work, I forgot my hiking boots. Of all things, I forgot my hiking boots. So I had, everything, and I wasn't gonna drive home, so I decided to buy new hiking boots, unfortunately. Now I'm all set, but these are brand new hiking boots that aren't broken in. So, lesson learned, always go through your checklist before you put things in your car. I went through my checklist at home, but it's good just to browse over that checklist right before you put everything in the car. We're on our way to Whitney Portal. We're getting ready to hike Mount Whitney right now, and it's a beautiful day. There's still a lot of snow on the mountain, so that's a little concerning. Tonight there might even be some snow, but it should be clear tomorrow. So here we go. Our plan was to hike to trail camp and spend the night there before waking up early and making our ascent to the summit. We were expecting the first day to trail camp to be the easier of the 2 days. Little did we know what the day would bring. To save weight, we decided to bring only one tent and one stove, which Alejandro would bring. Alright, we're getting ready to weigh our bags. 44 pounds. 44 pounds. 41. 42. 42 pounds. Okay, it's 11:55 a.m. and we're heading up. Here we go. Okay, we're at Gorillin Creek. Gotta keep your shoes dry. You can see ski marks up there. Look at this waterfall. Okay, I'm about 2 miles in now, and we've hit our first snow, and it's a lot of snow. And I hear it's pretty much snow from here on out till trail camp. Okay, I just made it up a steep slope. And these footsteps are really helpful. If there aren't any, make good footsteps for the people behind you, because they really help everybody just get up the mountain. So yeah, we're in between 2 and 3 miles, and it's all snow now. Some people are putting on their crampons. I have my micro spikes on right now, so we'll see how it goes. All of that water's from the snow melt, so it's cooking today, so there's a lot of snow melting, but there's still a lot of snow. Everybody was putting on crampons for the last part. I still have micro spikes and I'm fine, and we're hitting patches of dry areas right now, so it's pretty good. Okay, we're just over 2 miles in, almost 3 miles, and we're crossing the creek now. Here we go. This was all snow for some people. Yeah. Like you wouldn't even see water. One of the logs is broken. Okay, that was the creek crossing.
I figured the trail would be easy to stick to after all of my research. This was not the case at all. The footprints from the other hikers led in all directions. We saw some hikers coming down near the creek. They told us that the way they came down was the way to Outpost Camp. It turned out to be a steep hill and not part of the trail. We also became separated at this point.
Lone Pine Lake.
We were learning that Alejandro is a much faster hiker than me. Also, I stopped at times for my camera work.
Okay, we're at Lone Pine Lake now. Check out the snow melt. And I'm coming out to a pretty spectacular view. Check this out.
Our hike for this day was taking much longer than we expected. It turns out that after Outpost Camp, we went left and unknowingly lost the trail.
Okay, I decided to put crampons on now. It's a pretty steep slope. I also have my gaiters on. Here they are. Alright, I came across this mountain, and you can go that way, the steep way, or you can go that way. I'm taking that way. Alejandro took that way. But I'm not good with heights as much as him, so I'm going the other way.
It was at this time that I started to get a gut feeling that I should head back. I I yelled Alejandro's name over and over again with no response.
Okay. Bad weather's coming in, and I wasn't making it up this hill quick enough, and I don't think I'm gonna make it there before dark, so I'm heading back. Alejandro's already back and I can't contact him, so I'm gonna text him and hopefully he figures it out. But yeah, I'm heading back. Kind of sucks to not let him know, so hopefully he doesn't get too worried. Yeah, and I'll text him as soon as I can. Okay. I'll probably check in with the ranger station too. Alright.
I wanted to head back to Outpost Camp, but I had no gear to spend the night. Some hikers at Outpost Camp watched me come down. I asked them to tell Alejandro that I was heading back if they saw him.
As soon as I head out, the sun shines again. Maybe I should have stuck with it, but I think that storm was a sign. It's time to head back and play it safe. Maybe another time in the summer. We'll see. It's beautiful out here though, and I'm going to remember this experience regardless. And I wish Alejandro the best. I want to see his summit picture. So hopefully I make it back. Just 4 miles back, so I can get there before dark.
I felt really bad about leaving Alejandro behind, but we had no way to communicate.
Okay, it's 7:59 p.m. and I'm back at the Whitney Portal parking lot.
The office at Whitney Portal was closed. In the morning, I called the sheriff's office to let them know what happened in case Alejandro called them.
I hope you can learn a lot of lessons from this trip, even though I didn't summit. It was definitely a great experience, a beautiful place to hike, and hopefully down the road I'll have a chance to climb Mount Whitney, and I hope my buddy Alejandro makes it to the top.
Even worse, Alejandro left trail camp to try to find me, and he had a very rough night when he was stuck at Outpost Camp with no gear. Fortunately, he made it out safe. Due to weather, he wasn't able to summit the next day. We didn't make it to the summit this time, but we made it back safe, and that's what counts. Adventures have their limits. Feel free to push yours, but understand the risks. Most people are fine. Just understand your risks before you go. Trust your instincts. Sometimes they can be a higher calling than the summit.